Good morning. Greetings. If you're watching online, greetings, good day, whatever time of the day it is for you. Welcome to Unity of Mesa. Welcome into spiritual community. Welcome into a place where you're reminded that you are a beloved expression of God, that you are here for a holy purpose, and that of all the places you could have been on this day, you've chosen to be here by divine appointment. You're in the right place at the right time, right now. Unity of Mesa is a part of a worldwide spiritual movement that builds consciousness, a consciousness of love, joy, and peace, a consciousness that begins in the heart of God, but from God's heart to your heart, and God's heart to your heart, we soon have a worldwide movement reminding ourselves and each other that we are here to be the light of the world. We are here to remind ourselves and to remind others that peace is possible, that harmonious relationships are possible. As my friend Les Brown would say, it's possible. Let's say that together. It's possible. It is. So let's begin our time with prayer, knowing that there's only one presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives, a presence and power we call God. Breathing in and breathing out. Experiencing just a little more of that peace that is possible. Knowing a little bit more of that love that is possible. And bubbling with just a little bit more of the joy that is possible. Thank you, God, and amen. Well, my name's Rev Nickie Tucker. This is Rev Nickie Golden. We serve as co-ministers of this magnificent spiritual community. We have an entire staff of people supporting you, not only today, but all week. Today we have Jay, we have Kirsten, we have Marianne, we have Chris on sound, we have Sherry, our volunteer coordinator. Vanessa's in the nursery and Julie's in youth ed. I mean, we're all here.
Hail, hail, the gang's all
Okay.
We also have an annual meeting today. It starts about noon. You'll be checking in the back. And if you would like to come, you are welcome. Only members can vote. Just remember that. But anybody is welcome to come. And it's a great place to come and be and to support the spiritual community.
It sure is. Java Time's on Friday, 10:30. We're meeting at Mocha and Company. It's a beautiful coffee shop with incredible treats, as well as good coffee and great tea. It's just for fun. It's to come and talk to Reverend Nickie and I and whoever else shows up. And like I said, it's fun.
It is fun. It's a good time to commune with each other. We have Divine Audacity coming up on November 23rd at 11:45. It is the power of release.
Okay, that's next Sunday. Also next Sunday, we have Harmonious Relationships led by Marianne Drew. And
hey, drum roll, Thanksgiving potluck. Oh, you guys do good drum rolls.
Yeah, okay.
Thanksgiving potluck. It'll be in the annex. It's on Thanksgiving morning. It's from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Bring your favorite foods, and we'll spend time eating together and just sharing together and being present together. What a great way to spend Thanksgiving, being grateful together.
All right, now if you are willing and able, please stand. We're going to be singing about I Am as God Created Me.
I
have a special treat. Tegan is coming up. No, you're not in trouble. I saw that look. Oh my gosh, my name has been called. I know that experience myself. But she's going to share with us.
Hi. My name's Tegan, and I'm 12, and I've been going to Unity for almost 4 years. Before this, my family went to Sun Valley Church. Even though we shared some of the same values, we still felt like something was missing. We wanted a community where everyone is truly supported and respected. When we came to Unity, I felt something different right away. A sense of safety, warmth, and acceptance. Over time, this church became my safe place. It's where I've learned courage, respect, and a deeper sense of spirituality. It's helped shape who I am, and I wouldn't be the same person who I am right now without it. Most of all, I've met people here who have become family-like friends, who support me and make me feel understood. Thank you all for creating a safe place where people like me can grow and feel at home. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.
Tegan, so good to hear your thoughts. You know, we do church every Sunday. We come together as a congregation, and sometimes we don't get to say what's really on our hearts. So I just loved hearing that. I would like to invite Esri up here. She's going to lead us in our children's affirmation.
I break free from any feelings of lack and affirm my greatest good. Say it with me. I break free from any feelings of lack and affirm my greatest good.
Thanks, Esri. I'd like to direct your attention to this lovely poster on the side of the wall there. That was made by our youth rally teens last week as a thank you from them to you, and many of them have signed it. There are signatures on the back, by the way, but anyway, please have a look and enjoy that and feel their gratitude and their love for you. I would like to invite Anne and Ali and Kira up here. They have a special announcement.
Jaquel's Christmas box. When Jaquel was a little girl, she had 3 big brothers, and at Christmas time, they would open up gifts one at a time, and when they were done, Jaquel still had a bunch of Christmas boxes at the in front of her, and when she died at 17, her family wanted to keep that going, so they made Jaquel's Christmas box, and they donated the presents to Helen's Hope Chest. And every gift brings hope and joy to every foster kid. Wish lists at the sign-up table. Drop off your gift by December 3rd. Join the shopping trip November 29th at 11 a.m. at Target. Thank you for making Christmas brighter for foster kids.
Kira, go show them where it goes. Go ahead.
Kira's going to show you where the present is.
We'll be meeting at the Target on Gilbert and Southern at 11 o'clock in the toy aisle. So anybody who'd like to join us, please.
Thank you so much to those who've already donated. We're underway. We made a good start. All right. Let's say our children's blessing before we exit. By the way, some teens are always welcome to stay in on the 3rd Sunday of the month, or they may come over with the uni kids, and we've got a special treat with Miss Brenda today. We're going to be learning a song and sharing it with you before the end of the service, so that's something to look forward to. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are.
You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Light of the world.
And now Xander, who is having a moment with his dad.
The Hope of Loving by Meister Eckhart. What keeps us alive? What allows us to endure? I think is the hope of loving or being loved. I heard a fable once about a sun going on a journey to find its source and how the moon wept without her friend's warm gaze. We weep when light does not reach our hearts. We wither like fields if someone close does not rain their kindness upon us. What keeps us alive, what allows us to endure? I think it is the hope of loving or being loved.
I don't know how I top all the kids today. They're just amazing. It takes a crane to build a crane. It takes 2 floors to make a story. It takes an egg to make a hen. It takes a hen to make an egg. There is no end to what I'm saying. It takes a thought to make a word. And it takes some words to make an action. It takes some work to make it work. It takes some good to make it hurt. It takes some bad for satisfaction. La 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 la, life is wonderful. Ah, la 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 la, life goes full circle. Ah, la 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 la, life is wonderful. Ah, la la la. Ah, ooh. It takes a night to make a dawn, and it takes a day to make you yawn, brother. And it takes some mold to make you young. It takes some cold to know the sun. It takes the one to have the other. And it takes no time to fall in love, but it takes you years to know what love is. And it takes some fears to make you trust. It takes those tears to make it rust. It takes some dust to have it polished. Oh, la 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 la, life is wonderful. Ah, la 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 la, life goes full circle. Ah, la 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 la, life is wonderful. Ah, la la la. Ah, ooh, wonderful. Ah, ooh, wonderful. It takes some silence to make sound, and it takes some loss before you found me. And it takes a road to go nowhere. It takes a toll to make you care. It takes a hole to make a mountain. Yeah. Ah, la, 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 life is wonderful. Ah, la, 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 life goes full circle. Ah, la, 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 life is wonderful. Ah, la, 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 life is meaningful. Ah, la, 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 life is wonderful. Ah, la, la, la. It is so wonderful. It is so meaningful. It is so wonderful. Life goes full circle.
Kirsten, Sandbeck, and Jay Melberg. Life is wonderful. Do you agree? Yes. Yeah, I agree too. What if, in all that wonderful, there's nothing in the way? It can just stay wonderful. Do you believe it? Yes. Do you live it? Some of you are nodding yes. I think that's really cool. But sometimes we don't believe it because we either have expectations that something's going to go wrong. Do you ever worry about what's going to go wrong before it goes wrong? Yeah, it's kind of a human thing to do. So we worry a little bit and we worry a little bit and then we wonder why we're getting more of that wrong thing or why we're getting more worry. Thoughts held in mind produce after they're kind. We're getting more worry, we're getting more worry. What if there's nothing in the way? What if every experience is neutral? And we bring to that presence of how we're perceiving that experience, wherever and whatever we are in consciousness, that there's no obstacle. There's nothing in the way, but simply a universe that's seeking to support us in every way it can, to invite us to live in our magnificence, to show us how we can live fully. I think that's what the universal teacher Jesus was all about, showing us step by step by step, how can we live a life that is magnificent? How can we live in every moment being love, being that which we're already made to be? How do we do it? Well, one of the ways we do it is we answer the question. This was a meme that went around a long time ago. What would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail? It's a variation on this theme. How would your life be different if you knew there was nothing in the way of what you most wanted, nothing in the way of what you desired? That we have, Myrtle Fillmore, our co-founder, says, we have all the capacities of God within us right now, and they're all waiting within us to express themselves. So we can believe that, and then we can learn how to live that. Emily Cady, who's one of the, she wrote the textbook of unity. It's called Lessons in Truth. She wrote in the 1800s, so her language feels stilted to me. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes we fear that which we have not the ability to do a thing we ought to do. So it's a little stilted, right? Sometimes we fear that we have not the ability to do a thing that we ought to do. We fear that there are obstacles in the way. If there are obstacles, we have made them. Whoo, that's a big one, isn't it? So take a breath into that one. If there are obstacles, we have made them. God never put anything in the way of progress. When we get rid of our fears, we find that the way is clear for us to go. the Lord's way. When we say the Lord's way, we're really speaking of the law, spiritual law. Thoughts held in mind. You got it. You guys know this. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. So when we are thinking that there is an obstacle, we're placing that in our subconscious mind, and we're going to have more obstacles. We're going to create obstacles. For one thing, obstacles are kind of familiar to us. If you drive around anywhere around the church right now, anywhere around the building, you never know if it's 1 lane or 2 lanes or 3 lanes, or you can't turn left or you can't turn right. And that's just what is. But if we bring an idea that that's wrong, then we have put the obstacle there. Because what's happening is actually they're trying to make the streets better. Now, sometimes I wonder about that because they tear up the streets, they repave the streets are great, they tear up the streets, they put a bunch of stanchions up, they repave it, the streets are great, but isn't that just like life? We're going through life and things feel like they're going so smooth and we're driving along and then boom, in the road there's something that's either going to force us to slow down, go around, or stop. And then what do we do? And what do we bring to that? What do we bring to that? We bring whatever is actually in our consciousness. And so whatever we're bringing into our consciousness, the universe is going to echo back to us. When we can say, wow, what a beautiful opportunity for a gratitude practice right here and right now when we're stopped and waiting because there's a lot of traffic that usually has 3 lanes that's now in 1 lane. Oh, time for a gratitude practice. How often do you do that? I won't ask you to raise your hand, I promise. But how often do we do that? We have all these opportunities to engage in gratitude, to engage in appreciation, to just engage in looking at the beautiful sky in Arizona, to engage in looking at the mountains, to reach out with our energy to people who are in the cars around us and wish them well, to bless them, to call forth the good that's all around us. There's this wonderful healer. He used to live in Sedona. His name is Jeffrey Allen. And he talks about a trip from Sedona to Phoenix and how there's all this traffic and he was running late and he was wishing he could get rid of the traffic and he had a divine idea. You know, everything begins in mind. He had this divine idea. Oh, if I just go within and I create peace inside of me, the chaotic traffic is going to become peaceful. Well, what happened was he held that peace within his mind, and soon he was one of the few people on the road at the time. Chaos had moved away from him because he was radiating a frequency of peace. And we have the same capacity to do that in any situation. We get to choose. We often think we don't choose our feelings, but we, with practice, can learn how to generate the feeling. So when we're in a place that feels unpeaceful, we can tune in and generate peace. So take a moment and place your hand on your heart, and you decide what feeling you would like to feel for this moment. And take a breath into your heart where your hand is and choose a feeling. What would you like more of today? Choose that feeling and breathe into it and see if you can generate it. This is not a one and done deal. So if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not getting it or I'm not generating what I want, this is a practice. It's a practice to do over time. And then let it go. And notice if anything changed in your body. Notice if any awareness changed for you. Were you able to generate it? Mine was joy. And I just feel myself smiling a little bit more. This is a practice. But we forget that we have this power within us to be able to call forth all of the capacities of God, one of which is joy. For me, joy is my divine birthright. Whatever you chose to call forth is what you're calling forth. So when we are engaging in life and we're going through life and we come across something that we feel is an obstacle, we're at a moment of choice. We're at a place of choice where we can choose to be annoyed. We can choose to be upset. We can choose to be scared. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to take a moment and say, oh, I can generate what I'd like to feel here. And the moment we're making that choice, then we are in response of the situation rather than reaction of the situation. Now, I Googled, what are the common obstacles among people? Fear, that's the first one. Fear. People are afraid at times. Sometimes that's simply a habit. It's simply something that we're used to experiencing is fear. And so when we hold that fear in our minds, we're going to get more situations that invite us into fear until we make a conscious choice. Self-doubt is another one. Any of you feel like you're not good enough? The thought is there must be something wrong with me, but the feeling is I'm not good enough. The next time that feeling sort of emerges, that's a habit. Because we're divine, we're fully human and fully divine, so we are good enough because God is good. We are loving because God is love, and we are divine, and all of those qualities are within us. So the next time you have that feeling I'm not good enough, then put your hand on your heart and feel your own beauty, feel your own love, feel your own magnificence. Breathe into that and let yourself ground yourself in that experience. When you have the thought, oh, there must be something wrong with me, simply shift the thought. Shift the thought. And if you shift the thought and come back to the feeling of your own worthiness, your own beauty, your own joyfulness, your own peacefulness, then the combination of shifting the thought to I am divine. You guys know that. We say it every other Sunday. Say it now. I am divine. I am divine. You just affirm your divinity and feel peace or harmony or joy or love. Feel your own worthiness. Then that combination is going to ripple out into the universe. And I bet you if you do this, because I've had a lot of experience with this, somebody's going to smile at you. Somebody's going to wave at you. Somebody's going to take a moment and try to connect with you. If you want to try it out, do it in a place of chaos. You know, I like to pick on Walmart. If you can walk through Walmart and spend 15 minutes and get everything you need, and you can be in this place of peace, you have mastered that skill. Let yourself play with it. If you can do it on the 60 or the 101, and you can move through, if you can do it in the midst of an argument where you're just present to the energy that's you and allowing the other person to be the energy that is them, then we're releasing that lack of boundaries. That's you and this is me. And you get to have your experience and I get to have mine. And I'm choosing mine. Now, this is not a good time to say to somebody, you know, you could choose your experience. You don't have to be upset. You don't have to be mad. Not a good time. But what Myrtle Fillmore teaches is that we don't have to tell people how to be, that they will notice the difference within us, and they will start to ask questions. Have you ever had somebody say, there's something about you. There's something different about you. I would like to know more about what it is that you do so that you're radiant or happy or joyful or peaceful. So negative thinking, overwhelm, and stress. Overwhelm simply means that we're taking in more difficult experiences or what we're labeling as difficult experience than we're expressing. So when you're feeling upset, do some expression, dance, howl at the moon. You know, I love to howl at the moon. Dance, howl at the moon, move. Find somebody to play pickleball with you so you can hit that ball. Express, express, express. And then what happens is that you're moving energy. You're simply moving the energy that's gotten built up within your energetic system so that it's not going smoothly and easily. Because when our energy is flowing, it comes down through our crown chakra, goes down to the ground, comes back up, and comes around us in a toric field. Past conditioning. Most often we don't recognize our past conditioning. We don't see it. But when we begin to look for, what's going on here, then we can begin to see that conditioning. And then again, we're at a point of choice. We can choose to do something different. Joseph Murphy says that obstacles are not external forces blocking our path, but rather reflections of an inner state of mind. So the next time you think somebody's doing something to you, take a breath, put your hand on your heart. Ask yourself, wow, where am I blank, whether it's sad, scared, angry, agitated, whatever it is. Where inside of me am I actually feeling this? And I'm projecting it. That's not to say that every single time somebody's upset with you that you're the cause of it. That's not what I'm saying. But we magnetize to us the energy that we're experiencing. Have you ever thought somebody was upset with you? And so you sort of started acting a little odd around them, and they come in and say, how come you're mad at me? And you're like, I'm not mad at you. No, I know you're mad at me because I feel like you're mad at me. Well, that's not a good time to say, are you mad at me? To them either. But it's a good time to really tune in and say, oh, let me double check. No, I'm fine. I've got some things on my mind, but they have nothing to do with you. Because, you know, we believe that we're the center of our universe. And we are the center of our universe, but we're not the center of everybody else's universe. So obstacles are not external forces blocking our path. They're an inner reflection of our state of mind. We could say everything is energy, and our state of mind is energy. We also, in unity, call that consciousness. Our state of mind is our consciousness. Emmett Fox says it a little bit differently. Obstacles are temporary conditions that reflect the state of our consciousness rather than fixed realities. And sometimes in our humanness, we think when something is happening, it's just going to continue happening. Forever. That it's fixed. Yes, forever. Forever. This is going to happen forever. Because we get it in our mind that it's a fixed reality. But it's not even real. It's our belief system projecting onto something. When we have this capacity to bring love and joy and peace to ourselves and radiate it out as an invitation to others to also experience love, joy, and peace, and they get to choose whether they want to do that. Have you ever been around somebody who's kind of Eeyorish and they're a little bit grumpy, and nothing that you do brings them out of their grump? It actually might make them more grumpy, you know? Or when you've been upset, somebody tries to talk you out of being upset. Does it make you more upset? Yeah. So when we can learn to allow people to be exactly where they are and recognize that we don't have to change our emotional states or our states of consciousness, that we can be exactly where we are, and Eeyore and Tigger, it's the bouncy day, can coexist. Because we don't have to change anybody. That's not our job. Our job is to be the light of the world, to be the radiant beings that we're called to be. Our job is to tune into the frequency that we want to create in our lives and live from that frequency, to move from the belief to the knowing. And it takes embodying that frequency. And our hand on our heart is a good way to do it. If you want another way, tune in. Right now you're sitting in chairs, so just tune in to the chair supporting you. You're not falling on the floor. The chair is supporting you. Feel the chair on your bottom. Feel the chair on your back. Feel your feet on the floor. So you're presencing your experience of support in this moment. Who'd have thought a chair would support you, right? In a way, this is the universe supporting you because it was a divine idea to create the chair. And somebody said, oh, I like that divine idea, and made one. And here they are. And we get to experience the support. One more way the universe is supporting us. Joseph Murphy also says, behind every problem, there's a solution waiting to be recognized. So when I see something and I think, oh, this is an obstacle, I can stay with that idea that, oh, life puts so many obstacles in my place. I can stay there, and that's okay. If that's a choice that we want to make, we can do that. But if we decide to make a different choice, we can do just that. We can make a different choice. We can begin to seek the solution. Oh, I wonder what good is going to come out of this. Oh, I wonder how I can take this obstacle that I'm perceiving as an obstacle and navigate my life in a way that I perceive as an obstacle actually is something that's a blessing in my life. How do we take the challenge and turn it into a blessing? Well, one of the ways that Joseph Murphy does it is through affirmations. Infinite intelligence within me opens the way. I'm guided, directed, and prospered in all ways. Let's say that together. Infinite intelligence within me opens the way. I am guided, directed, and prospered in all ways. This is the application of behind every problem is a solution, waiting to be recognized, waiting to support you in living your best life, waiting to support you and having all your dreams, waiting to invite you into the question, what would I do? How differently would I live my life if I knew there was nothing in the way of my dream? How differently? I'm going to ask you to reflect on that for just a moment. What is it that you want that on some level, because of some belief, you've already decided either you can't have it or it'll be really difficult to obtain? We all have something like that. Either we can't have it, oh, that would be impossible, or it would be difficult to obtain. Oh, I can't have that conversation with that person, that sweaty 10-second conversation because they're not open to it. I can't have the prosperity that I desire because money is tight. I can't create the love that I want because I haven't had a date in 10 years. We do this. And yet, when we decide that we're going to do something different, that we're going to bring a new energy to our life and to the world, when we decide that we're going to shift something within us, and we take that first step of change, and we take the second step of change, then we begin to see the change that's happening. We begin to experience our dreams more fully. The invitation is to grow. When we see the obstacle, oh, I wonder where I could grow from this. How could I make a deeper dive in this? What can I learn? What within me is seeking a greater expression so that I can live in my magnificence more fully? Those are questions to ask. Questions that will support us in opening up to a new space, opening up to a new idea, a divine idea, opening up to that infinite presence that's always within us, inviting us in the next step. I wonder what the next step is. I wonder what the next step is, so that we can take that step. We can go, oh, I'm a little nervous about this, and I'm willing to take this step. We can notice what we're feeling and do something a little different. It doesn't have to be vastly different. It could be a mustard seed kind of difference. and then we'll take the next one, and then we'll take the next one, and then we'll take the next one. You as a spiritual community have been doing this for the last almost 4 years because we came in and started creating change and said from the very beginning, we're creating change. You want to go for a ride with us? And you guys said yes to that. We're the invitation. You're the invitation. Because we've done a lot of things that are new and different because of ideas that you as a community have put forth to us and said, okay, we would like to do this. Oh, let's see how we can make it work. Now remember, if it's your idea, it's yours to do. But think about things that you have done that you didn't think you could do. Think about moments that you have experienced that you didn't know you could experience, whether it was here or at home or with a friend or in your relationship. Maybe it was in your job because you were willing to apply the principle, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind, where you were willing to apply spiritual law and let the universe echo back to you what you most desired. You asked the question in your version, what can I learn from this? And what happened? We know now that everything in life is an invitation to step into our magnificence, Dr. Sue Morter. Everything in life is an invitation for us to step into our magnificence. When we first moved here, Reverend Mindy said, I would like to have a body of water in our backyard. Let's call it a pool. And I had always thought, I'd like to have a pool, but a pool is so much work. That was my belief system. Oh, the pool is so much work. I didn't really think about how much fun the pool would be. I thought about how much work the pool would be. And she said, I'd really like to have a body of water in our backyard. It would be so delightful. I said, well, let me check it out. So we had found this house that had a body of water in the backyard. So I got on the internet and I started looking at what would it take to have somebody come in and take care of that pool. And then my next thought was, and how could I learn to do it too? So we have a house that has a pool, and I don't think about, oh, it's so much work anymore. I actually think this is such a magnificent place to be in the summer. One of the things I love to do is go out late at night when the moon is full and get in the pool. One of the things I like to try periodically is, like last Thanksgiving, I hopped in the pool to see how long I could last. Wasn't long. So now I see its magnificence from the sideline. But it's still magnificent. It didn't change because the weather changed. It's still a beautiful body of water that reflects the light, that is just gorgeous. And so now when I walk past it, I was willing to make the shift from, oh, it's so much work. Now when I walk past it, I look at it and I say, wow, what an object of beauty. And I'm really, really grateful that Reverend Mindy wanted a body of water. Something bigger than a little fountain. Something we could get in and play in. And we have had, I'll say, that what I thought was going to be work has been this beautiful experience of having some deep, lovely conversations. Or just putting on some tunes and listening to music and playing in the pool together. And I can get that thing rocking. How do we do this? Refuse to give energy to the obstacle. Refuse. So when the obstacle is there, say, hello, I wonder what you're here to teach me. What can I learn from you? Instead of do like I did initially with, oh, it's going to be so much work. Instead of that, make a shift. Make a shift. I wonder what I can learn from this. Bring our curiosity and wonder to it. How can we get curious? And when we truly get curious, then we can start to find the possibilities in something. When we truly get curious, we can see the joy that something that for one moment we thought was a hardship. We can see the beauty of it. We can see how wonderful it would be. And then be your divine self. Each of us is a unique, individualized expression of God, the divine. That's who we are. And we were created with some differences as well as some similarities so that we can express those differences in the world. There are things that each of us can do differently that other people cannot do. And we may have some similarities in those expressions, but we do them in our own unique, individualized ways. So if we were missing off this planet, there would be a hole. There would be something missing, an energy that's missing. There would be part of our magnificence that we weren't able to express. So when that fear comes up and we want to compare ourselves to others, think, oh, I am a unique, individualized expression of God. Let's try it on. I am a unique, individualized expression of God. In our humanness, are we going to compare ourselves to others? Yes. We've been taught to do that. We've been trained to do that. But when we start to practice something else, recognizing our own divinity, recognizing that although we are one, we also have some separateness between us so that we can be that individualized expression of God. That we don't have to say, well, she can do it, so I should be able to do it, or he can do it, so I should be able to do it. We don't have to say that. We can say, wow, I'm going to let him do it because he's really good at that, and I'm going to do what I'm really good at. And I'm going to enjoy my process, and I'm going to be very appreciative that he or she can enjoy theirs. We're going to call forth each other's magnificence by being our authentic divine self. And when we're willing to seek the good, seek the beauty, seek the harmony, seek the peace, seek the joy, then we're able to keep our energy off the obstacle and turn that into the blessing. Challenge yourself this week that every time you have the thought, oh, this is so hard. Every time you have the thought, this isn't going to work. Every time you have the thought, oh, what's going to happen now? Would you be willing to say, I wonder what's going to happen now. I wonder what I can learn from this. I wonder how I can step out of my comfort zone and try something different. This summer, I went with Rev Nickie to sing in the Tempe Community Chorus. Now I come up here and I sing with you guys every Sunday, but it's really different singing in a chorus where there's all the different parts, soprano and alto and tenor and bass. So I have stepped outside of my comfort zone to try something new on. I'm having a really good time. There's a concert coming up, and I'm very nervous about it on some level, and I'm very excited about it on another because, excitement is really, or nervousness is really excitement without the breath. But Rev Nickie won't be there. So this shy person who's really good in this community about not looking shy, this shy person's going to go in and do something way outside my comfort zone and sing in a concert with the community chorus. And I'm looking forward to it. When we are willing to break the old habits, and it's an old habit of being nervous about that because when I was growing up in the Baptist church, I sang in the choir, and I got in trouble every week because when the music was playing, I would start dancing, and inevitably somebody would say something, we're Baptists, we don't dance in church. So I had to move through that pattern. We all have these patterns that we have to move through. But what we can remember in every moment is that we also have the pattern of perfection within us. That's that Christ presence that we talk about here. That pattern of perfection is inviting you to live your most magnificent self. It's inviting you to see how amazing and wonderful and magnificent you are. It's inviting you to know that there is something right about you. There's nothing broken and nothing to be fixed. Say that. There's nothing broken, nothing to be fixed. Being able to move past the obstacle helps us to live in our wholeness. In spirit, there's no obstacle. Remember Emily Cady, we bring that obstacle in spirit, in the divine, in God mind, whatever you want to call it. There is no obstacle. Let's begin to live that way. Sweetwater also says, when you're spiritually aligned, you realize that all of life is working for you, not against you. When we begin to live that way, we get to know life is for us. Look for the ways it's for us. Look for the ways it has supported you. And then if you're interested in this, say this with me. Together, there are no obstructions in spirit. Every obstacle is an opportunity for learning and growth. What seems like resistance is divine energy redirecting me toward right action. I meet all challenges with faith, knowing divine order is unfolding. What a gift to give ourselves, particularly as this holiday season is coming up, but every day of our life, to give ourselves the gift of our own magnificence, to give each other the space to have our own experiences, to give each other the space to be their magnificent self. Because when we're being our magnificent selves, we're an invitation to live in magnificence. Let's take this into a song for meditation, and then we'll go into meditation.
Breathe.
Why have you come to earth? Do you remember? Why have you taken birth? Why have you come to love, serve, and remember? To love, serve, and remember. Love. Why have you come to earth? Do you remember? Why have you taken birth? Why have you come to love, serve, and remember? To love, serve, and remember. Love.
Taking a breath into this moment. If you feel like it, place your hand on your heart. What do you want to feel today? I invite you to begin each day with taking that moment to place your hand on your heart and ask yourself, how do I want to experience this day? What do I want to feel? What do I want to feel? And then practice that feeling, whether it's joy or love or peace, whether it's harmony. Practice that feeling. And then at the end of the day, just begin to notice, how frequently did I feel that feeling? We have about 20,000 feelings that move through us each day. Seems like a lot. But we have the ability to generate the feelings that we want to most experience. I invite you to do that. Let's take a moment in the sacred and holy silence, feeling that feeling, embodying it, breathing into it, so that You're breathing in that feeling into your heart space. And then breathing out whatever feels unlike that feeling in the sacred and holy silence. We are here to peel away the layers of whatever we've picked up along the journey, to simply let them go, to let them go with ease, focusing on what we choose to feel, focusing on our magnificence, focusing on our divinity, and bringing ourselves into a response rather than a reaction in every moment. Know that you have within you the capacity to do this. And now bringing your attention to this time and this place, this now moment, bringing that feeling back with you, allowing it to circulate through your body and experience it. Embody what your experience is. And so it is, and so we let that be.
What a privilege to just be in that energetic space with you this morning. I was standing off to the side while Rev Nickie was completing the meditation time, and you all are beautiful. Your light is beautiful. Just watching you take the time to notice what's going on in your mind, in your body, in your heart. It's a privilege. Part of being here as community is making sure that we are tending to each other through financial giving. The roof over our head today, the new roof, the parking lot outside. Because of your generosity, we're able to keep up with this space. We're able to pay our ministers. We're able to tend towards hospitality. There's so many good things that we get to do with your financial giving. There's a couple of different ways that you can give. You can give online through the Vanco app. You can use that QR code that's right there on the screen. You can give in the bookstore, and you can give via snail mail. You can also give in the baskets today. If right now you are not able to financially give, offer your love, offer your joy, offer a vision of abundance for Unity of Mesa, that we can continue to do what we are here to do. Thank you so much. Together, let us pray. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
Lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. I was walking through the season of dark and lonely change, where the world was on my shoulders and my faith was rearranged. I knew I'd never be given more than I could bear. The Spirit reassured me there was an answer to my prayer. If I lay it down, set it free, altar of love. So every single moment I am left with the choice to stay in separation or listen to the voice that beckons me to open and be grateful for every day. It gently reminds me that there can be another way. If I lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love will lead the way. Love will lead the way. Oh, lay it down, set it free. Let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down. Won't you set it free? Lay it down on the altar of love. Lay it down on the altar of love.
Our ushers are coming forward, and we're going to bless the offering. Take some blessing for yourself, too. There's plenty of blessing to go around. Together, we are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. And so it is.
And so it is. All right, our children, our youth, hard to call them children when they're taller than you are going to come forward now, and they are going to present to you or demonstrate what they got to learn when they were across the parking lot in the Annex building. Brenda Bartz was their teacher. She knows how to do ASL, and it's a song that's familiar to you. So their job is to come up here and sing it to you in sign while we sing it with our voices. Did I get that right, Julie? Yes. Yes, okay. Ready? We'll get a chord. Let's get a chord. They got it.
Let's bless them. And
Yay.
Brenda. This
And
is Brenda.
Brenda,
Let's bless
too.
them.
Yes.
Woo, that's right. We love you.
We bless you.
We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. Yay.
Okay. All right, just hang tight. Hospitality's inside. We were a little bit worried about, the rain. If you are a chaplain, please stand up so that people who are looking for prayer support can go to you. Barbara, we have Audrey, Cecilia, John, and Barbara, Audrey, Cecilia, and John. All right, conversation starter. What do you imagine life would feel like if you lived like nothing stood in your way? Oh, it's a big question.
It is a big question.
All right.
Don't forget annual meeting soon after church, and have the best week ever. Let's say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be laid down. Set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. Lay it down on the altar of love.
That's awesome. Thank you.